The welfare system has long been a subject of heated debate and controversy. On one side of the dispute, there are proponents who argue that the welfare system is a necessary and compassionate solution to alleviate poverty and provide a safety net for those in need. They assert that the government has a responsibility to ensure the well-being of its citizens, and that a robust welfare system is instrumental in achieving this goal. Supporters of the welfare system believe that it helps to reduce inequality, promote social cohesion, and empower individuals to overcome their socioeconomic disadvantages with the help of financial assistance and access to crucial resources. In contrast, opponents of the welfare system argue that it creates a culture of dependency and disincentivizes work. They contend that the system can discourage individuals from pursuing employment opportunities and developing their skills, as they may prefer to rely on government assistance instead. Critics also highlight instances of welfare fraud and misuse of funds, which they believe undermine the integrity of the system. Additionally, critics argue that high levels of taxation required to fund the welfare system can discourage economic growth and hinder prosperity, ultimately create a burden on taxpayers. Another point of contention in the welfare system debate revolves around the criteria for eligibility and the potential for abuse. Supporters argue that stringent eligibility requirements help ensure that assistance reaches those who are genuinely in need, preventing resources from being wasted on those who could otherwise support themselves. They emphasize that the welfare system is a lifeline for vulnerable populations, such as the elderly, disabled individuals, and single parents. Advocates also assert that the system plays a role in mitigating homelessness, safeguarding children's well-being, and reducing overall poverty rates. However, critics argue that the criteria for welfare eligibility can be too lenient, leading to abuse and fraud. They claim that some individuals exploit the system by misrepresenting their financial circumstances, resulting in undeserving recipients receiving benefits. Opponents also raise concerns about the moral hazard created by the welfare system, suggesting that it encourages irresponsible behavior and discourages personal responsibility and self-reliance. They advocate for stricter monitoring and enforcement to prevent misuse of taxpayer funds and ensure that assistance is truly reaching those in genuine need. Furthermore, the issue of generational dependency is often raised in discussions surrounding the welfare system. Critics argue that long-term reliance on welfare can perpetuate a cycle of poverty within families, hindering upward mobility and trapping individuals in a state of dependency. They contend that a more effective approach would be to focus on policies and initiatives that promote economic growth, job creation, and education, as these provide individuals with the opportunity to improve their financial situation and break free from welfare dependence. Supporters counter this argument by highlighting these systemic factors that can contribute to generational poverty and the need for targeted assistance to address the challenges. They argue that historical disadvantages such as inadequate education, discrimination, and limited access to resources can make it difficult for individuals to escape poverty solely through personal effort. Proponents of the welfare system believe that providing support and resources to disadvantaged families can break the cycle of poverty and create opportunities for future generations to thrive. The debate surrounding the welfare system is multifaceted and encompasses various perspectives and considerations. While proponents argue that it promotes social welfare, reduces inequality, and serves as a crucial safety net for those in need, opponents raise concerns of dependency, fraud, and the potential burden on taxpayers. There is an ongoing dialogue over the eligibility criteria and the impact on generational poverty. Ultimately, finding common ground and striking the right balance between compassion and fiscal responsibility is essential to ensure an effective welfare system genuinely helps those in need.